Whoa, you all look so nice. Wow. Happy Wednesday, second grade. I heard it's picture day. Yeah, all you look so cute and handsome. I'm impressed. I also have my picture day outfit on, and a special tie. It lights up. Yeah, because we're gonna have some fun today in math. Yeah, let's get started with our first activity. I would love your participation. Okay, so we're gonna start with a little bit of addition here. And if you remember the commutative property, that's like the peanut butter and jelly sandwich, right? When we can switch our numbers around. So we'll start with that. So for example, 15 plus 2, and we can start with 15 and 2 more, right? 15, let's count up. 16, 17, right? So 15 plus 2 is 17. Now, if you remember the commutative property where we can flip these numbers around, right? We can also say that 2 plus 15 equals 17. It's the same exact thing. Next problem here. We have 23 plus 2. We start at 23 and count 2 more. 24, 25. Now we can also flip this around and say 2 plus 23 equals 25. Well, let's keep going here. I'm going to ask for some of your participation now. All right, let's start with Didi. 32 plus 2. What is it, Didi? 34, very good. Now we can also flip this around and say 2 plus 32 equals 34. Next one, 54 plus 2. Let's do Christopher. What is 54 plus 2? 55, 56. Very good, Christopher. Thank you. We can also say 2 plus 54 equals 56. Okay, Twyla, you ready? 87 plus 2, Twyla. Wow. 88, 89. Good work. 2 plus 87 is also equal to 89, right? We can flip those numbers around. Next one, Elking. 78 plus 2. Yeah, now this one's a little bit hard, right? But we can always count up 79, 78, 79, and then 80 is our next one. Very good. Thank you, Elking. 2 plus 78 is also equal to 80. Oh, 98 plus 2. 98 plus 2. Jackie, what is 98 plus 2? Oh, yeah, 99. 100, right? That's the next one. Nice, big number there. We can also say that 2 plus 98 is equal to 100. All right, now we're going to be working with our counting up to 10 now. So remember these dots. So we have 8 right here. How many more do we need to make 10? We can also think of it as 8 plus what number equals 10 here? Yeah, we just need 2 more, all right? So 8 plus 2 is equal to 10. Okay. How about 2 plus what equals 10? How many more do we need to make 10 here? Let's do Oliver. How many more do we need? Yeah, we need 8 more, just like that, right? And looking at our commutative property, if 8 plus 2 equals 10, then 2 plus 8 equals 10, right? They're like the opposites. Okay, now we're starting with 3 here. How many more do we need? Deliza, how many more do we need? Good work, right? We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more. So we can say that 2 plus 7, sorry, 3 plus 7 is equal to 10. About the other way. 7 plus what is equal to 10? Liam, how many more do we need to make 10? Yeah, 3. Good work. Thanks, Liam. All right, 7 plus 3 equals 10. All right, we're starting with 4 this time. How many more do we need to make 10? Frida, how many more do we need? Very good, right? We need 6 more, so we can say 4 plus 6 is equal to 10. Okay, now we're starting with just 1. Let's see. Clebin, how many more do we need? 1 plus what is equal to 10? Now we need a lot here. How many is it? Yeah, 9, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10. Now, if we already have 10, do we need any more? No, we don't. So what number goes here if we don't need any more? Everyone, what number? Yeah, 0. Right? 10 plus 0 equals 10. A couple more here. We're starting with 6. 6 plus what equals 10 here? 6 plus what equals 10? Amelia? Yeah, thank you, Amelia. Yeah, 6 plus 4 equals 10. Nice. Good work. So, like I said earlier, right, we're going to be talking about how tall people are, right? How tall your classmates are. I remember yesterday, right, we did some measuring and we talked about different tools we can use. Today, we're going to be comparing, right? Kind of like you probably do that sometimes, right? See who's taller. Maybe you compare your height with your friend in class. Maybe you compare your height with your brothers or sisters at home, right? Or maybe you compare your height with yourself. See how much taller you're growing. Now, when we compare, we can say how much taller is blank than blank, right? How much taller is Mr. Sachin than Maya, right? Then we have to measure my height and Maya's height and see how much taller I am. Now, when there's two things, right, and this word then, that means we're comparing person 1 and person 2. See how much different their heights are. And you might have heard me say that word different or difference. Remember, if you see the word difference, that should ring a bell in your head, right? What kind of math do we need to do to find the difference? Well, we can do both addition and subtraction like we did yesterday. But usually, right, difference means that we're subtracting. But we can, as we saw yesterday, you can definitely use addition as well. So let's all open up your books to page 77. And 77 looks like this. It says Jack and Beth. Let me give you some time to open up page 77. Give you just a second here. Okay, ready? Okay. Good. So, Jade and Beth have different heights. Jade is 129 centimeters tall. Beth is 126 centimeters tall. First, let's think about this. Who is taller? Who has more centimeters? Raise your hand if you think it's Beth. Who thinks Beth is taller? And who thinks Jade is taller? Yeah, good. Jade is taller, right? Because 129 is more than 126. But they're different, right? So we can find the difference in their height in 2 different ways, just like we were doing the last week. Remember last week, we were looking at the difference in heights with our estimates and the real measurement, right? We're seeing how different the real size of something was with the estimate of something. And we showed that using addition and subtraction. We're going to do the same exact thing here. So I'm going to start with drawing my two rectangles. Now, because Jade is taller, her rectangle is going to be a little bit longer. Right, so I'll put J for Jade and write 129. And then make a rectangle that's a little bit smaller for Beth. And she is 126 centimeters. Okay, so let's make sure we have this. Nice. Good, good, good. Now, in order for them to, if they had the same height, right, Beth would need this many more centimeters for these two rectangles to have the same height. Right? So how many more, I'm going to do addition here, how many more centimeters does Beth need to have the same height as Jade? 126 plus how many is equal to 129? In order to find that, we can start with 126 and count until we get to 129. I'm going to do 126, 127, 128, 129. All right, and we can do that again. Start with 126. We're going to count 127, 128, 129. So Beth needs 3 more centimeters here. All right, or we can say that 126 plus 3 is 129. Now, the second way to do this is with our subtraction. So I'm going to draw my two rectangles again. Jade and then Beth is a little bit shorter. And now we're going to think about how many fewer centimeters Jade needs, right, in order to be the same as Beth. Now, Jade's not going to shrink like that. So this is less realistic, all right, because she can't shrink. But we can also think of it this way, right? 129 minus, we're going to take this part away to make it the same as Beth. Now, again, we can start counting up with our answer and stop when we get to 129. So we can say 126, 127, 128, 129. Right? 3 centimeters. And we got the same exact answer here. I know that 126 plus 3 is 129, or 129 minus 3 is equal to 126. So their difference in height is 3 centimeters. I want to make sure I don't put the centimeters here, right? Because that's the unit, right? Or the length that we were measuring with. Okay, next, right? We have a similar problem when we're comparing Nate and Alex's height, right? Now 2 boys, a little bit taller, right? So Nate is 158 centimeters tall and Alex is 152 centimeters tall. These could be like middle schoolers. They're pretty tall. Now I want you to start by showing the difference in 2 different ways, right? So you're going to draw rectangles for Nate and Alex. And you can set it up in a similar way as you did this first problem. Now, looking at these two numbers, at these two heights, who is taller, Nate or Alex? I want you to think by yourself for a second. Look at the two numbers. Who is taller? Then I'm going to have you raise your hands. Okay. Raise your hand if you think Nate is taller. Yeah, good, good. And how about anyone think Alex is taller? Yeah, Nate's taller because 158 is more than 152. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to draw, right? And one of the times, you're going to use addition. And the other time, you're going to use subtraction to show the difference here. Okay. I want you to take about 5 minutes to work by yourselves on solving these two questions, right? And then to write down the difference in height and make sure that you put centimeters on your answer. Okay, so 5 minutes working by yourself. If you finish early, I want you to raise your hand, check with your teacher. Okay, but let's make sure that we're not distracting our classmates here. Okay, get to work, second grade. All right, so let's quiet down in 3, 2, 1. Okay, hopefully, right, you were looking at the previous page and that was helping you out. Good work to everyone who is working hard, working individually, right? Staying on task. Good job. So let's write our two rectangles first. We're going to have Nate with 158 centimeters, and Alex is going to be a little bit shorter, right, at 152 centimeters. I want to find how much more centimeters Alex needs to be the same height here, right? How many more? That's addition. So I can start at 152 and count until 158, right? 152, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58. All right, so he needs 6 more centimeters. We were using our subtraction, right? Set up the rectangles in the same way. And this time, instead of adding on, I'm going to take away this much to make them both 152 centimeters. So how many do I need to take away? Well, again, I can count from 152 to 158, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58. So again, that's 6 centimeters I need to take away from 158 to get the same as 152. So our difference is 6 centimeters, right? Different is how different these two heights are, these two numbers are. Okay. Now, our exit ticket for the day is we're not going to be talking about people, but it's the same idea, right? We're going to be measuring our forks and our spoons. So you will need your rulers again. So please measure the fork, right, using our rulers, and then measure our spoon using our rulers. Make sure that when you're measuring them, that you're moving straight and middle, right? So you get the best measurement possible. Okay, and think about which is longer to find the difference. Now, you don't need to use both addition and subtraction. If you do, that's great, right? Show me all that you know. You can just choose one of these two ways. If I would love to see a drawing here. I would love to see an equation, right? So something plus something equals something, or something minus something equals something, right? It says show how you know. I want to see your work here. And then fill in this sentence, right? So you need to do this. this, right? The length of the fork and spoon, then show your work and an answer here. Okay, this is going to be your exit ticket, which means that you're going to be working alone. If you're finished, you can raise your hand. Please make sure you write your name on here. I've been getting a couple worksheets that don't have a name, and I can't give you points for that. All right, good, great work, second grade, right? Make sure that you work individually and quietly to finish up your exit tickets. And if you are done, you can raise your hand for your teacher to come check it off, right? Make sure that you tear it off real carefully and with your name on it. And yeah, great work, right? Good job focusing on math. Again, you all look wonderful today. I'm so happy about that. And yeah, I'll see you in another video tomorrow. Bye, second grade.